Father Alvaro Corcuera and Cardinal Velasio De Paolis both state in letters published in Rome on the 11th of October that the current Director General of the Legion of Christ in Regnum Christi has requested time off to bolster his health and energy. The Cardinal, who has been concerned about Father Alvaro's health and had recommended a rest period, granted Father Alvaro's request to be temporarily relieved of the faculties of the General Director. During lunch in the Center of Studies of the Legionaries of Christ in Rome, Father Alvaro addressed the community. We present an extra.
Queridos padres y hermanos,
Dear fathers and brothers,
en primer lugar les quisiera agradecer de corazón.
first of all, I'd like to thank you from my heart for this lunch that we've had together. And I want to thank you all. You've already read the letters. And the most important thing is to tell you how much I thank you for your prayers and your help, your patience, your understanding. I'm convinced that everything that God permits when we love Him is for good. I'm also convinced that what Christ is asking us to do is to have the same sentiments of Christ. The only thing that Christ asks of us is to identify ourselves with Him in everything. I don't know what I would have done without your closeness, without your help, without your prayer. What I can offer is so small in comparison with how much God has loved us. God is so good. He's so merciful. All of us in this moment want to manifest our support to Father Sylvester. He has had to receive a difficult mission, but a beautiful mission. As the letter says, he is a young priest. The truth is that I'm also young. He has many qualities. He has more qualities than I do. But the important thing is that we're traveling in the same ship. I have never loved the Legion and the movement as in these moments. I have never loved more this work. Because when you can experience the turbulence of suffering, that's when you love your own family even more. No one is indispensable. Each one has to live the mission that God has asked him to live. And that's where God asks us to be one body. We need to support each other. We need to grow into the theological virtues. Everyone that is here, we love with all our heart. We love Jesus Christ with all our heart. We're here because we love Christ. And it helps us, it makes us meditate on how much He loves us. And we're all here because we love with our whole heart the Church. I love more than ever the Legion and Regnum Christi movement because I love the Church with my whole being, like each one of you do. I'm convinced of the Legion. I'm convinced of the movement. I live among people that I can only admire and thank. And I'd like to thank Cardinal Velasio De Paolis. He had already finished his period. He could have had a much more tranquil life, but for obedience and love for the Church, he has given himself for us and the Legion. We have to thank him a lot. In this period, in the conversations that we've had, I've experienced a great father. He's been a demanding father. He wants the best for us. And that's what's best for the Legion and Regnum Christi in this moment. It's really difficult to express the gratitude that I have for all of you. May Mary give us gift of final perseverance to the very last day of our lives. Each day, we need to live with our whole heart, saying yes to Jesus Christ. In this vocation that God has called us, it's a wonderful vocation. It's not easy, but it's wonderful. May God give us the gift of perseverance. I thank you all very, very much. Father, I wasn't going to give a speech, and I'm not going to do it because it's not a farewell, and I don't even think that I could do it. There are two things that I'd like to say on behalf of everyone here. You said that it's hard for you to express the gratitude and how much you appreciate each one of us. It's also difficult for us to express our gratitude and how much we appreciate you. Secondly, you see that I always have the temptation to correct you. You said something about the cross, that you have been a cross for each one of us. But I'd like to say on behalf of everyone here that in these years, you have been the one that has lightened the cross of each one of us. And if there are so many here that persevere, it's because you've been there as a brother, and you've been the Simon of Cyrene of so many legionaries. So don't fall into the temptation of believing that you have been a cross, because you have been the Legion Simon of Cyrene in these difficult years. We all look forward to having you come back soon to take the helm, and so that we can be at your disposal. Thank you very much.